Hello everyone, this is Chris with the Mill Run and Western Maryland Railway, and this weekend I went to a train show in Winchester, Virginia. So me and my daughter Elizabeth are going to tell you what I found.
So hop on.
So the first thing I want to show you that I picked up at this train show is this GP9 B&O locomotive. Now this thing caught my eye because my dad has one of these and he got it back in about 1991, and I was always partial to this thing. It's had some detail work done to it. Somebody's put number boards on it. They've painted the handrails yellow. They've also painted the horns on top. Now this thing, I was able to get it for $30 at the train show. The only thing it was missing was the couplers. But we ran down to a local hobby shop in Bunker Hill, West Virginia called Loco Joe's, and he had all the parts I needed to put this thing back together. I didn't get to run this at the train show, so I didn't even know if it ran or not. But I got it home, and what happened, Elizabeth?
And it runs good.
Yes, it does. The motor was actually really clean, the drive chain's really clean, and it runs great. It runs at a crawl. It's a fantastic little locomotive and well worth the $30 that I spent on it.
Next, we got 3 new boxcars.
So as you can see, I got a Nickel Plate Road boxcar, an Erie boxcar, and of course a Western Maryland boxcar at the train show. All 3 of these have been updated with the KD knuckle couplers. They all have rolling doors on them, and they are in great shape. I picked them up 3 for $10. That's the huge advantage you have to going to these train shows, is a lot of this used rolling stock and locomotives, you save a lot of money.
Now look at this new steam engine.
That's right, I picked up this new 040 River Rossi steam locomotive at the train show. This thing, I see these things on eBay go for over $100. And I was able to get this locomotive in the box for $30. It was a great deal, and it's in perfect condition. There's nothing broke, there's nothing missing, and look at this valve gear. It is so complex, and everything is so much fun to watch it move. It's had a custom numbering and lettering job on it, which I plan to leave on there. Now this thing's your typical 040. When you go across the turnout, it stalls or hesitates. But other than that, it runs great, and it's neat to watch it run, and it's kind of neat to look at it and think, you know, this is a River Rossi dockside locomotive with a different boiler on it and a tender. But I'm very pleased with this purchase. Great deal on a great locomotive.
Tell them about the wild cars, Papa.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I picked up these IHC log cars. Now these things have plastic trucks on them, plastic axles, and they're still horn hooked. They actually look like they're pretty old, really. But the logs are detailed and they're held down with these little scale chains. Very fitting from a sawmill, and I figured it would look good hooked up behind that 040 River Rossi. And I got these things for $5 a piece, so I have $10 tied up in these 2 cars, which I think is a fantastic deal. So as you can probably tell for those of you who are getting into the hobby or have just gotten started and are looking for some new rolling stock or some new locomotives, I got 5 pieces of rolling stock and 2 locomotives for $80 at this train show. These train shows are really going to be what you want to hit, especially when you're just getting started, and especially if you're just doing a DC layout. That's what mine is. I have a lot of vintage locomotives, and I love the vintage locomotives, so I just stuck strictly DC. And you can go from DC to DCC later on, but this will at least get you started, and these train shows are what you really want to watch for. They're slowly creeping up here and there, since with all this COVID and everything, we're starting to see some restrictions loosen up. So definitely keep your eyes out for these. And huge shout out to the Winchester Model Railroad Club in Winchester, Virginia for hosting and putting this train show on. It was awesome. Huge turnout. Stuff was going quick, I'm telling you. So thanks for tuning in and checking out these new items I picked up at this train show. So as always,
I'm Elizabeth.
and I'm Chris with the Mill Run and Western Maryland Railway. Thank you for watching.